Recruitment and selection are two critical processes in human resource management that play a crucial role in ensuring the success and growth of an organization. Recruitment is the process of interacting, identifying, and hiring potential candidates for a job position. It involves several steps, which are job analysis, sourcing, screening, and interviewing. While selection is the process of choosing the most suitable candidates from the pool of applicants who have been through this requirement process. This involves evaluating a candidate based on the desired criteria and selecting the best fit individual for the job. As we choose PETRONAS as our company practices, here's a little bit of PETRONAS company's background. PETRONAS, or Petroleum Nasional Berhad, is Malaysia's largest international petroleum corporation, founded in 1974. PETRONAS covered every aspect including upstream exploration, oil and gas production, downstream oil refining, etc. They also expanded their business into areas like property investment, shipping, and automobile engineering, and operated in more than 50 nations worldwide. Upstream oil and gas products are marketed by PETRONAS Dagangan Berhad. PETRONAS Dagangan is a Malaysian company with its headquarters in Kuala Lumpur that was established on August 5, 1982. Next, staffing organizational challenges that PETRONAS faces are they find it challenging to find qualified candidates with extensive technical experiences who match the current job opening and personality who could attract business reputation. Other than that, some of the candidates did not prepare well for the job interviews, making it difficult for the HR practitioner to evaluate them. Lastly, they have trouble hiring candidates that have excellent work ethics.
Assalamualaikum and hi, I am Nur Ali Afnani binti Muhammad Ali Syafuddin and I am from class BA2433C. I am one of the group member who will talk about several aspects. What is staffing models? A framework for the planned and systematic administration of the hiring process is provided by staffing models. The staffing model that has been adopted by PETRONAS company is staffing organizations. It shows that the organization's missions along with its goals and objectives drives its organization plan as well as its human resources and staffing strategy which have an impact on one another when they are developed. Basically, PETRONAS company develops a strategy to specify a larger goal or mission as well as to set up broad aims and objectives that will contribute to the achievement of that goal. Move to the next part, which is human resource planning. PETRONAS' vision is to be a leading oil and gas multinational of choice, and their human resource department is doing their best to ensure that PETRONAS will reach their target through the greater skills of human capital management in order to fulfill their corporate purpose. Human resource management wants to ensure that all of their employees are informed of how they are performing. Another part is about job analysis, the process of compiling, evaluating, synthesizing, and reporting data on the demands and benefits of job is known as job analysis. In PETRONAS, job rewards have been applied for the job analysis technique by gathering data on employee preferences and job results, then integrating it with preferences found in the overall labour market, such as they will make a list of potential benefits for a job, then interview executive and current employees. Hence, the current employees will remain and stay loyal in the company and perform well. That's all for me. Thank you.
The method that PETRONAS company human resources use to choose candidates from both internal and external pools. PETRONAS is just like many other companies, employ various methods and consideration when choosing between internal and external candidate for a position. There are 4 ways to choose the employee which are posting job and using internal job boards, assessment of qualification and experience, internal talent pool, and must go with the process of interview. Now let's move to the strategy applied by PETRONAS company to maintain their performance. PETRONAS is the Malaysian national oil and gas company that employs several strategies to maintain its performance and stay competitive in the industry. There are 4 main strategies to maintain their performance, which is portfolio diversification, recognize the significance of technology breakthrough and invest in research and development to improve operational efficiency and cost effectiveness, international expansion strategy, and lastly, financial management. Next, we're going to take a look at the strategy applied by PETRONAS company to maintain their employee productivity. As we know, PETRONAS is a Malaysian multinational petroleum corporation. It is known for implementing several strategies to maintain their employment productivity. So here are some strategies that PETRONAS may employ, which are employee engagement, training and development, performance management and bonuses, work-life balance, and lastly, reward and recognition. Now, let's see the decision-making of human resources characteristics and needs in PETRONAS. Firstly, they need to align with organizational strategy, follow the compliance with laws and regulation, employee input, evaluation and feedback, and data analytics to form sensible judgment. Finally, let's see the final stage of all staffing and recruiting and selection needs. First of all is shortlisting by reviewing resume, evaluating qualification, and contrasting prospect with job requirement are our first step in the process. Next is interview, assessment and evaluation, making decision and offer and onboarding after identifying the final candidates.
My name is Fatin, and let me continue on the suggestions for PETRONAS to improve their talent recruitment and selection practices. In order for PETRONAS to improve staffing flows, the first step that can be taken is to streamline the recruitment process. In order to accomplish this, the existing processes will need to be analysed and improved upon in order to eliminate bottlenecks and save time. Candidates will have a positive experience working with PETRONAS as a result of the company's efforts to streamline the application process and provide timely updates on the application status. In addition, PETRONAS can concentrate on improving the mobility within the company. When an organization has a robust internal mobility program, it is able to discover and cultivate talent that already exists within the organization. PETRONAS is able to provide opportunities for growth and advancements to its employees if it encourages them to try out different roles and departments. This helps the company increase employee satisfaction and retention rates. The methods of staffing, PETRONAS has the ability to incorporate data-driven assessments into their selection process. PETRONAS is able to make decisions that are more informed because the company makes use of tools and assessments that evaluate the skills, competencies, and cultural fit of candidates throughout the selection process, ensuring fairness and objectivity through the use of standardized assessment methods is critical. Utilizing various forms of technology is yet another efficient method that can be used to improve staffing practices. PETRONAS is able to take advantage of contemporary technology such as applicant tracking systems, online assessment platforms, and video interviewing systems. This helps streamline the selection process, improve efficiency, and reach a wider audience of candidates to apply for the position. Conducting interviews in a structured manner is also very important. Interviewers at PETRONAS should be trained to use structured interview techniques that focus on job-related competencies and behavioral questions. This training should be provided by the company. The evaluations of candidates are guaranteed to be consistent and fair when using this method. Conducting interviews in a structured manner is also very important. Interviewers at PETRONAS should be trained to use structured interview techniques that focus on job-related competencies and behavioral questions. This training should be provided by the company. The evaluations of candidates are guaranteed to be consistent and fair when using this method. Investing in the development of PETRONAS employer brand would be a smart move for the company if it wants to improve its management and administration of talent recruitment and selection. Specifically, this entails highlighting the organization's culture, values, and opportunities for professional advancement. It is helpful in the recruitment of top talent to keep an active presence on professional social media platforms as well as on the company career websites. Increasing the quality of communication and feedback is another essential component. Throughout the duration of the selection process, PETRONAS should provide candidates with feedback that is both timely and constructive. A positive candidate's experience is fostered through the establishment of transparent communication channels for the purpose of addressing candidates' questions and maintaining candidates' awareness of the status of their applications. Additionally, PETRONAS ought to make efforts toward diversity and inclusion a top priority. A more diverse pool of talent can be attracted to an organization by implementing diversity and inclusion initiatives. In order to lessen the impact of unintentional bias on the hiring process and foster an inclusive atmosphere at work that respects the contribution of individuals with varying points of view, it is necessary to devise some strategies. PETRONAS is able to effectively attract and keep top talent because it continuously evaluates and improves its recruitment and selection practices. This evaluation and improvement is based on feedback, trends in the industry, and best practices. That's all from me. I'll pass it to the next person. Thank you.
To conclude, considering the conversation that we had with the PETRONAS HR Husnaini binti Hussein, PETRONAS have the challenging time finding competent candidates and locating the qualified applicants. As PETRONAS conduct a hiring process through CV shortlisting and phone interviews, they can learn more about the candidate work experiences and specialized technical knowledge. They also has a very streamlined hiring procedure. Last but not least, they're also looking for a job applicant on their corporate website as well.